G'day everyone, welcome to the second video that we're putting together about our travels around the country. In this one, we've left Canberra. We head down to the Snowy Mountains and have an absolute ball climbing Mount Kosciuszko, doing the 13k walk up there, and then hanging out in Kosciuszko National Park for a few days. From there, we head down to Eden, check out the Killer Whale Museum, have a great stay at a hip camp at Kaya, and then down into Victoria. We stay near a pub in the Gippsland lakes, through Lakes Entrance and out to Raymond Island, where we check out a whole bunch of koalas and have a fantastic time before catching up with Wags and Candice at their place at Briagalong. Doing some horse riding, getting out four-wheel driving and swimming in the creek. And then down to Menian, Wilson's Promontory, and finish off with the penguins and the Antarctic Centre at Phillip Island. We had an absolute ball. Hope you'll enjoy the video, and I'll talk about why I'm in Melbourne at the end of that. Cheers. So if you can't figure it out by the view where we are, this might help. Big old flag on a massive pole. So we're currently on the roof of Parliament House here in Canberra. The view from the top of Parliament House. Stunning. So that's it. Tour of Parliament House complete. And walking back down to the car to avoid one of Canberra's very famous parking tickets, which tend to sting, having been on the receiving end. But yeah, so overall, thoroughly recommend coming and having a look at the home of Australian democracy if you haven't been here before. Easy to get in. You've got to go through security, but it's not as bad as an airport, put it that way. And then you get to walk around. The architects originally designed this place to be accessible to the public, and they've done a fantastic job. So if you are in Canberra, if you haven't been here before, thoroughly recommend being a tourist in your own city. And if you're visiting Canberra, you'd be mad not to put it on the list of somewhere that you want to go. But for now, it's time for us to continue the journey. Off down to Breadbow this afternoon, and then onwards with the lap. Hoorah! Well, there it is. Australia's highest point, 2,228 metres above sea level, Mount Kosciuszko. We've just climbed it. It's a beautiful summer's day here at the moment. Temperatures probably in the low 20s with wind chill, maybe down into the high teens. There's a little bit of a breeze, but not too much. Still a little bit of snow about. And the walk itself is pretty easy. If you've ever wondered how hard it is to get to Australia's highest point, it's not hard. And if you have a look at the track behind us, you can actually drive up there. They're doing some roadworks up there at the moment. And I think they're using a helicopter to get the stuff up there, but you don't need to. I can see a car on the road from Charlotte's Pass where we're walking at the moment, so but well worth the walk. There's still some snow around. And the kids have a ball playing with the snow, making snowballs and pretending that Australia has decent snow instead of just a little bit of hard-packed ice. But there it is, our trip up Mount Kosciuszko. Well worth it. For anybody wondering how hard it is to do this walk, we just passed a British tourist wearing a t-shirt, shorts and thongs. We're over halfway, so he's doing all right. So, just a very quick look at our 3 mountain climbers, enjoying a well-earned hot chocolate at Eagle's Nest on top of the chairlift. Well done, kiddos. No complaints, positive throughout, wonderful. Amazing kids who just walked 13 k's all the way up and back. Yeah, didn't complain. Ran at times, positive the whole time. Little legends. Just heading down to have a swim in the Snowy River, the mighty Snowy River. I can confirm, having been up near where the river starts yesterday and watching the snow melt and forming little creeks and rivulets and flow down the mountain, and half the water that we're about to go and take a dip in is probably snow within a week of today. So should be bracing, should be lovely. Let's check it out. So here it is, the Snowy River. Crystal clear, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Down onto a little beach here at Island Bend. Lovely stuff. Here we are in the mighty cold waters of the Snowy River. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And here's Evie.
You can do it. Now come closer.
I'll have to swim.
Yeah. There's a big rock here. Look. Jump in. Is it lovely?
Yes!
Whee!
Yes! Good.
You want me to throw you? I want to do
So we've done it. We've had a swim in the Snowy. It was awesome. A little bit chilly, won't lie. But once you're in, it's not so bad. Really good setup down here. There's a little beach on the river. There's a couple of swimming spots around the campground, but that one's the best that we've found with a little beach. There's a family setup. You might be able to see behind me here. They've camped right down on the river and they're set up on the beach. The only issue is this place is infested with march flies. They are biting through the clothes and stinging us the whole time. It was really the only detractor. Apart from that, it's a lovely place and having a lovely time here in the Snowy Mountains. So we're just driving through the south coast of New South Wales at the moment, just past Bega and on our way to Eden. But we thought we'd take the opportunity for a quick car chat. To talk about the Kosciuszko Education Centre that we went to yesterday. So as you drive up from Thredbo up towards Perisher, you come past the Kosciuszko Education Centre, and we had absolutely no idea what it was about, but we decided to pull in as we were departing yesterday and have a quick look. And the ranger there, despite the centre actually being closed, the ranger was amazing and saw that we were there, saw that we had the kids, and opened the place up anyway. And yeah, it was really good. What do you reckon was the best part?
Up the back they've got a kind of education centre for kids designed around sensory experiences, so smells, touch, reaching into black holes and working out when you're touching, and all sorts of games and puzzles and ways of learning. So an amazing experience for the kids to do some hands-on learning.
And then out the front is kind of the more the grown-up side with like the museum, the history of the Kosciuszko National Park, some about the ecology, the early settlers, the indigenous people before the white settlers came through. So between the front and the back, you've got a real educational experience. They've done a fantastic job. The lady that put it together, I think did she get an OAM or something?
Yeah, that's what the ranger said, an OEM for the design.
And it's over 30 years old, still amazingly relevant. So if you are passing through, or if you're organising a trip up into Kosciuszko, recommend probably getting in touch with the rangers, with the National Parks and Wildlife, as opposed to just stumbling across an amazingly generous human being like we did yesterday. And check out the Kosciuszko Education Centre. Fantastic for the kids. We ticked it up as 2 days worth of homeschooling, and well worth the visit. One of the highlights of the trip, I reckon. Alright, and now on to Eden, hopefully something as good, the Killer Whale Museum. Let's check it out.
Well, homeschooling.
Killer Whale Museum, the skeleton of old Tom, who used to help the whalers in the late 19th and early 20th century hunt for baleen whales and bring them into Twofold Bay in your Eden. The killer whale's got the tongue and the lips, and the whale's got the blubber and the baleen. Pretty amazing. That groove in his teeth is from pulling a rope to try to get the boats to come out and get other whales.
He would tow them.
Yeah, he would tow the boats or he'd pull the harpoon. Pretty crazy. That's a deeper bit.
No, Dad, when you get here, it's high. I haven't touched that one.
Well,
Look what you got.
Wilderness Lodge. It's a hip camp not far out of Eden, about 8 k's south of Eden. And as you can see, there's a lovely river. Beach on the other side. We're staying in a beautiful grass campsite. Hip camp rates, so about $20 for an adult each night. I think about $10-15 for each kid. Great spot. Kind of wish we were staying here for a little bit longer. But I'm gonna go play with the kids.
Are a little bit dangerous, but in good news, they've decided just to send people to drive the Prince's Highway instead. So, similar experience, more danger, winning.
Raymond Island.
Raymond Island.
And what are we going to see?
We're going to see koalas in the wild.
All right. So we're here on Raymond Island at the moment, where there's all these koalas. You can't see it, but there's one up in the tree behind me at the moment. And then there's two in that tree just there. You might be able to see one just there. But I love the fact that we're just on a suburban street. So that house behind me, it's got koalas living in its backyard. This place right here, check it out. Koalas are pretty much over the roof. What a cool place where you can be living with koalas in your backyard. Amazing.
Well, just been to Raymond Island down on the Gippsland lakes, and we thought it was time for a quick car chat.
Car chat.
So, Raymond Island down on the Gippsland lakes, and just off Paynesville, and it's home to a colony of 250 koalas, wild koalas that are just living on the island. And it is so much better than we thought it was going to be.
Absolutely amazing. Lots of people living there too, but yeah, you have to get there by a ferry, which only takes 2 minutes and leaves every 20 minutes. But there's koalas all over the place. Echidnas that didn't seem bothered by our existence at all, and just played in the dirt. And lots of beautiful bird life, swans, kookaburras, all sorts of things. It was absolutely amazing. Herons.
Yeah. Not many people, not much traffic, so they've got this marked out koala trail that you just follow, little map. You can keep it as short as 1.2 kilometres, and we kind of thought, oh yeah, we might be lucky to see 1 or 2. But we saw, I think it was 20. And we took a longer route than just the 1.2 kilometre trail. But even if you just stuck to that, you'd see heaps. It was amazing. Definitely not what we were expecting to see. First time seeing koalas in the wild, not being handed to us by a zookeeper or something like that. So yeah, it was exciting.
Great day out. Homeschooling definitely.
Yeah.
Done.
Another day of homeschooling done. Tick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Starts place at Briagalong. Walk 100 metres from their front driveway. And a visitor. Hello, champion. I love the way he's like, I am not here, I am a rock. I'll leave you alone, little rock.
we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're...
So we've just hiked up Mount Oberon down here on Wilson's Promontory. Nice hike for the day. Kids have been little legends. Paddy and Brooke have both managed the, well, so far about 4.5 k's. Got about 1,500 metres to finish it off. I've done really well. It's a decent hike. It is, you can see the track behind me. Well cleared, nice and smooth, not too steep. Meant to take about an hour and a half each way, so about 3 hours all up. And overall, yeah, it's really good. What a great way to see the southernmost point of the Australian mainland. Wonderful views from up on top. Just parked down at Tidal River, and then because it's the Christie holidays, they've got a shuttle bus from there up to the car park at Telegraph Saddle, and then 3 k's to the top, 3 k's back down to the bottom. Cracking day for it. Absolutely lovely. About 21 degrees, beautiful blue skies, a little bit of cloud up the top interrupting the view out to the north, but we had a cracking view down south and out over Tidal River, which was fantastic. So yeah, there we are, discovering southern Victoria, Wilson's Promontory, and the beauties of our wonderful country.
For in life, call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Down here at Phillip Island, about to see the penguins come in. I'm not allowed to photo or video pretty much from now, so we won't be able to show you any of the footage, but hopefully it looks pretty good. We'll let you know. But lovely evening down here on Phillip Island, ready to see the little penguins march up the beach. So that was our kind of second week of our trip around Australia. And in the next one, we'll be showing you a lot of footage and talking a lot about the fact that we're still in Melbourne. We were meant to be in Tasmania by now. Should have been on the Spirit yesterday, but instead, here we are in Bayswater, getting the van fixed. And I'll explain why and what that's all about in the next one. Lots to come. Cheers.